Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 with Black Ice. And of course, we are in a real muddle of an invasion of the Soviet Union. We are trying to save Iran from Soviet conquest, though I don't know if we will be able to do that along with everything else. Italy is actually doing a fairly good job down here holding off the British. Now, I'm going to abandon this front here because yep, hopefully no, cancel. This is what I want to click. I think the Soviet Union needs to be the critical element for Germany now, and not the British, meaning we could lose North Africa theoretically, though I don't know that we will. I think the Italians could send down troops down here and keep these British isolated. They're really sort of starving themselves, seeing that they don't have a port. But I need to get in there while there's still a chance. Of affecting the outcome. Hey, Django! Just made a rant episode about my dislikes in Black Ice. You can watch it some other time. Press there, normal. Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks for following. Race PvP. Okay, quickly, we're making an episode. One, I can't effing trade with Romania as Germany. Why can't I trade with Romania as Germany? I'm told, oh, well, the map doesn't freaking allow it. No, the map does allow it, but your map, the effing screwed up map that you guys are using, does not allow me to trade oil or anything else with Germany, with Yugoslavia. And I just tested. The standard map does allow it, so your modified map has effed up oil trade between Germany and Romania. If I was saying somebody that, I was saying Yugoslavia, I don't know. Sorry. Oh yeah, no, it's, yeah, you cross the desert. And I do know about Alexander's march, but he almost destroyed his army marching across there, and it was an unopposed march. So yes, and so that is one thing, your effed up trading map here, that I can't trade. You know, I'm hoping to create a land connection so that I will before I run out of oil, but I've been unable to import oil from Romania. So that is a serious problem. The other problem is this. Now, because I'm only entered the Barbarossa operation, and not when I wanted to, but because the Soviet Union invaded Iran and I decided to come to Iran's aid. So there's a lot of bad reasons why I'm doing, there's a lot of reasons I'm doing badly against the Soviets, but every single division here, every single division, including divisions up here, are in very limited supply because you have effed up the structure here. And even like Memel, which Germany had fixed all the railway issues before this. Germany, the Reichsbahn went in and fixed the railway issues in occupied Poland, well, in 1940. So those and Slowakian here, those should be fixed, even if you want to argue this. But I really should not be having supply problems one state into the Soviet Union. Now, deep into the Soviet Union, not being able to supply my armies, or if I'm, stacking 20 divisions in one province or something like that, I totally get, if I'm overstacking. Yeah, I get the build up infrastructure, But this is too soon, too much, too big of an impact. I get that. But I don't care about what their laws are, because it says here, Romania is producing oil, but no possible trade route can be found. Okay? It's not that Romania has a trade law that prohibits export of oil. It's that no possible trade route can be found, because it cannot go through, overseas, because trade isn't allowed, which I totally agree with that. But it's not allowing trade across Hungary or through Italy. Both are in my faction. So, okay, build up effing infrastructure. No, not for this level. This is too much. You're overdoing it. And it's, again, this is not because I'm not doing well. I'm freaking one state in and I have no supply levels. That is way, way too much of a hindrance for supply. Way too much. No, I'm not talking about... No. Okay. I don't know. We're just going to do this. Okay, let's see. I'm in Memel, in the state of Memel. I have one division. You talk about too many divisions, Django. I have one division in the state of Memel. I'm getting attrition losses for having one division, for bad supply for one division in the state of Memel. Okay? One division. Yeah. Supply mode. One division. Look at local infrastructure 25. 20% of previous infrastructure 14.4. Area modifiers. Look at area modifiers. Down 10%. Local supply base. Supported. I don't know, but look at this. This unit is affected by attrition. Attrition present 17%. One division. We're going to get on railways, come deeper into East Prussia, the East Prussian state. No attrition. No attrition whatsoever. And I was in a freaking place with a port. Okay, supply regions. Well, you need to redo this because this is bad. I mean, this is just way too bad that. How do I put this, Django? And you know you're my friend, and I'm not. You have to deal with the perception of the player. Okay. So, if you give me a mod that the perception of the player is that I should not have supply issues, that my divisions are sitting here effing starving. Okay, you say build 5 days into my invasion, 10 days into my invasion, I have to build infrastructure to supply one province, two provinces in, not states in, 1, 2 province in to supply them, where I can I don't have supply problems out here in the damn Iraqi desert. This is the freaking Iraqi desert. See, this is desert. There's, yes, the Kingdom of Iraq, but I don't have supply problems there. I don't have supply problems out here in the Jordanian desert, which is direct German occupied. Okay, I don't have a single supply problem. I did when I was overstacking. When I had too many divisions in one province, I was having supply problems out here in the desert. Here, so like I don't have supply problems out here. No victory thing. I'll stop. Organizations going up. I'm not going to talk. Whatever. We don't have a single bit of supply problem out here in the middle of the desert. Not a single bit of supply problem. It's not because there's a victory hex there, or victory province. It's under German control, German occupation. It's not an allied state. Nothing like that. It's just out in the freaking desert. Don't have a single supply worry. But I got a supply worry for one division sitting here. No, you can't convince me that this is appropriate. That is not appropriate. And so I will grant you I should not be able to move 20 armored divisions across here without huge supply problems. I will grant you that if I have 20 divisions stacked up in one of these provinces here, I should have supply problems if I'm overstacking, if I'm overdoing it. Build up the infrastructure in Brandenburg and East Prussia and former Poland. The Discord feedback, our players are saying Barbarossa is too easy. I don't care, Django. Don't tell me something is too easy. That is not the point. I am not talking about how easy or difficult it is to defeat the Soviet Union. Okay, that has nothing to do with my issue. Okay, if I was rolling my panzers over empty provinces, I don't care. It's that I'm having supply problems where I shouldn't have supply problems. And this is what I've always, in going back to Black Ice and Hearts of Iron 3, I don't like that they're fixing Paradox's problems of bad AIs by making unrealistic conditions. The reason okay, how many divisions should I have in this region here? Just give me a generic number. In this part, in this supply area, that should be able to supply without it. And I'll go down to that. I'm not building up... let's see, I've been here 30 days. How long does it take to build up infrastructure? Let's move it to the top. Because I don't know how much you've changed it. Oh no, it's to the top. Gotta hold that down. Okay. Okay, so in December 42, so it's going to take me that long to build up supply or build up infrastructure here. So I've got to take one province, build infrastructure, take one state, build the infrastructure, then move to the next state, then move to the next state, then move to the next state, and then move to the next state. That seems ridiculous. And so I just started my invasion. I started it a few days, let's see, about 30, 40 days ago, I started my invasion. Okay, but... well... you keep those in reserve way back. You do not send so many that the supply region turns yellow. Okay. Well. I wish there was an easier way just to put these all on railways and move them faster. I'm just trying to move down here until we are to the point of not... How many divisions can this... I want to try to actually hold the area, though. Okay, well, let's see. Well, with that, I don't know how many divisions. Let's... 2, 4... Well... This may not be. Let's disband all of these guys. Disband selected units. Yes, obviously. Okay. Okay, so now we are. Okay, for this 4, 6. Oh, what's under here? Okay, that's 3. Oh, there's a bunch under here. What's that? That's 5, and 3 is obviously 8, 10. Oh, how many is 10? 13 units, 13 divisions, and we're under supply attrition here. Oh, well, these guys haven't maybe left yet. Let's get these guys out of here. Okay, 13 divisions here, Django. 13 divisions. And that's too much for this area to supply. 13 divisions. Well, I deleted them, yeah. Apply map mode. Right. Yes, okay. There we go. Still in yellow. Okay, it's saying that there's 16 here. Maybe I just haven't found in my grabbing of the units because they're in so many divisions. That's way too few. Look underneath Canis. Don't know where Canis is. If that's what you're referring to here, maybe. I don't know. That could be some of it. I don't know. Oh, here, yeah, here. Okay, well, if you're going that this is part of that supply region here. Okay, yeah, that may all be part of this supply region. Well, then you have a screwed up map because that looks sort of silly that if these are both the same supply region. Yeah, well, it's just I don't see how this works. And yes, this is a slightly out of date version of of Black Ice because I want to keep playing things, but this is just, I mean, this is infuriating to me, and I'm not just upset at you, Django. And you know I love Black Ice, but infrastructure levels, we can see here. Yeah, that should be god awful problems in here. You know, it should be. So you can't trade oil with Romania. You can't. Operate here without huge supply problems. I just don't know what to say. I'm going to reload back to the last save game without all this. Convoys. Well, I had Daruk tell me that no, that this is how it's supposed to be. That you need to do, you know, overseas convoys to get to Germany from Romania. No, that shouldn't be. That was 2 weeks ago, I think it was. He sent me that message. Maybe 3, but I think 2 weeks ago. Then this is how it should be. Oh, I only have this many. Oh, let's put you to the bottom. Civil factories. So when I'm trying to get enough oil to not drown in. Also, you need better coding on your events, Django. I'm not saying yours. I don't know who put them in there, but you had a event that happened last episode, was it, or sometime recently, where I had to lose a bunch of political power because Hadler had failed in his job to defeat the Soviet Union. Went to remove, or I either had to remove Franz Hadler or take a huge political power hit. Well, whoever coded it, it happened. Sure, it happened in 42, and we only had a border sort of like this. But we only started the war in 42, so he hadn't lost. He was doing great. You need to code it so whoever makes that needs to code it to have set flag. Barbarossa happens in 41, 42 rolls around, borders, whatever, controls then. But if not have that flag set, then don't have event happen until 43. Have that better coding, you guys. Could be, could be. I don't know who put it in there, but it was something clearly done that whether it's a check to see what the Soviets controlled or see what the Germans controlled, and a year date, and sort of showing that had we started in 41, historical date, that would have been the would have been a failure, but it needed to do that better. So, how is Panzeroo around at all, or is he just completely checked out? I thought he was coming back to the mod, but I don't know. No, yeah, sorry to hear that. I don't know, Django. I don't know. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad because the best mod out there is in my opinion, effing things up. And I don't want to rage quit Hearts of Iron 4. Yeah, well, it's Van Bishop in the standard game is I showed there is a land connection across multiple countries. It's in a trade block. It's designed to be that you do not need a physical connection so long as you're in a region. It's the idea that Switzerland can trade with more, can trade with Hungary, but can't trade with Japan. It's in a sort of trade block situation, and they've in their redoing of the map effed that up. And so I don't know the details of the mechanics. I just know that it works in vanilla. I know that it was specifically done to work in vanilla so that Romania could trade with Germany without, so long as there were peaceful and not in faction, so long as there's not cut off by enemy controlled territories. So yeah, that is a thing. And I so want Black Ice to be a really, really good, send out our support fleets, a really, really good mod. It's purely out of love of Black Ice that I'm complaining. Yeah, I know, Django, I know. Event, I'm cool with Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice graphics pending. But when you release, and yes, this is slightly older and it's maybe fixed by now, but when you put an event in about Totenkopf game, I'm going to just guess that the first one is, though these have the exact same text reference here, you should check these things before they go out. Well, yeah, I don't know if they're legacy events or not that's happening, but it should either be removed or it should be fixed. Let's get these 3 divisions and push into the god-awful swamp. Get these and push into the forest. They're not yet in the god-awful swamp. I'm going to try to keep my armor out of the god-awful swamp. So all of my ranting and raving is coming from someone who loves Black Ice, who wants to see Black Ice succeed, does not want to tear it down, does not want to mean to people who make it bad, who make it not, I only want the best for it. That's why I'm upset as I am, because I don't think it is what it could or should be. So like I say, I'm not talking about... So this is... There's reality and perception of reality. I'm not talking about the difficulty level in dating the Soviet Union. I'm talking about the perception that players have of what's going on. Particularly my perception of it. And if you make something that is bad in a perceptual way, then we have an issue. Okay, where are we having? We shouldn't have so much resistance in France while there's Vichy France still alive and well. Too much resistance in the West, particularly France. Very limited. Okay, maybe fixing H4 is too hard of a task even for the good people. Yeah, see, Van Bishop is hitting on it right. You're trying to fix something that is fundamentally broken and you don't have access to, namely the combat AI. So you're trying to make it, trying to fix something that is sort of beyond what you have capabilities of accessing. And since that's the case, I don't even know if I should... Nope. Let's walk these units here, because if I put them on rails, you're going to lose all your organization when you get there. And so do the things that you can affect and leave the rest to have the people at Paradox to fix. Naval battles, Arno wants to see. Okay, well, let's see. Inconclusive air attacks on shipping there, as well as there. Oh, we've lost 25 convoys to, what are these, Soviet submarines. Okay, so we've had a problem with there. Oh well, okay, let's see, what do we have here? We have light cruisers. Let's put these guys, convoy escort here. So we'll get that done. Maybe that will help. Down here, inconclusive, inconclusive. Air attacks on shipping, yes. We have a little bit out here, don't we? Yeah, we're still operating some subs there. We're operating some subs up here. And where else do we have naval battles? That looks like about it, Arno. Not a lot. No, you go. No, stop. Oh well. What here? Trapped and cut off Soviet forces have greater organization than directly connected German forces. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Yeah, okay, they're getting supply via this port, maybe, but yeah. Oh yeah, no, I understand they have a port. I'm disagreeing with your whole premise of needing to reduce the supply strain, Django. That's my point. And I have, well, okay, now it says 11 months. Before it said 5 months till I ran out of oil. So I am focusing on building some synthetic oil factories for Germany here. Oh, some more naval battles have happened. Okay, inconclusive. Inconclusive. Okay, there's a matter of yes, you're right. That's how it works in the game right now. I'm not arguing with that statement. I totally get that, Django. Just a level of frustration that I'm feeling. Obviously, you can tell that. And I don't know how to put this. Well, yeah, whatever. You call it legacy events, and yeah, just feeling frustration with it. And yes, I understand how to fix it within this game by building more infrastructure. I do get that. I really do get that. But I just go, yeah, I shouldn't have to do that. That's just my entire feeling on the subject is I shouldn't have to do that. Okay. Yeah, I know you're withdrawing, but we want to push you there. We want to hold that province up there. And you can support that attack there. Not that old. Well, let me. I can figure this out here. How old this is? Hold on. Let's see. I'll be back a little bit. Norway. August 8th is when I released the first episode of this series. So this goes back to early August. $36 heavy AA and air support company or not. Okay. Well, that I can maybe check. Let's see. Oh, is it? Oh, support company. Okay. AA batteries. 36. It looks like artillery. That's total division, I guess. Sorry, I don't normally dig out where the with the support company here. I don't know if you're seeing it. I'm just not here. Heavy. Oh, okay. Heavy flak 6. Says 6 heavy flak. Is what we would be looking at, I guess. So it would be before that, I guess. And things can be fixed since this has happened. Though I was told the Romanian trade issue is currently as designed. You know, that yeah, no, it's old and things can change and be improved, and I would be very happy with, oh, that's been changed now. Oh, okay, fine. And I know I'm playing an old one, and I'm not going to kick if I know it's been changed. It's that I don't know that it's been changed, so I'm upset about it. I can deal readily with the idea that, oh, it's been improved since the version you're playing. Okay, happy to hear that. I'd be happy camper at that point. Just knowing that it's been improved. Aren't we getting offshore on bombardment? Have you removed offshore bombardment from your game? Don't know that you could. Oh, no, they are. It's here. Sorry. It's here, yeah. Right, yeah. No, Django, I also know that these very well may be areas of the game you're not working with, too, and whatnot, but I do get all of that. And we've shot down 2 Soviet aircraft. You should have a plan, functional. I'll keep the Reds on their toes. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea because I don't want to not micromanaging it well, shall we say. Okay, you guys come up to here. Well, one of you just come to here with that. I want to make sure we're not linked into Iraq. You can attack into there, mess with them. Hungary proclaims Greater Hungary. They're a bit full of themselves. Okay, well, whatever. I need my land connection to Romania. Get that sweet, sweet Romanian crude. Well, yeah, that may be an idea, Django. What I really, really want, and I would really, really love if, generally speaking, Black Ice would stick to at most quarterly releases of significant changes. You know, I get the idea of bug fixes, but I would only do bug fixes that more or less would allow continuous save games in the meantime. Yeah, well, not if Iran takes it, because I can't trade with freaking Iran. It would have to be the Germans taking Baku for me to do that. And part of, okay, good, you've got that pocket. Part of what should happen, though, of course, Django, is viewers want to watch me get crushed. So it would be better for the Soviet Union to completely crush me than, yeah. But, hello, Doruk. I've been savaging Black Ice here. And I don't want to rehash it all over again, but yeah. I'm just upset with the mod makers who make my favorite mod. So take that for what you will. Yes, we're attacking in winter. This isn't going to go well. We'll lose. We'll be crushed. Okay. Infantry division there. Okay, now that we have a little more stability. Okay, that is mountainous, so we will move you up to there. I think we're going to end this episode here. After all the ranting and raving by a lunatic player. Well, I say that, and then I want to try to see if we can push into there successfully. Better Panzer Kampfwagens. Very good. So, yeah. I knew this was going to be a bad mistake going into the Soviet Union at the wrong time. Knew it was. I knew it. But what can you do when your ally gets invaded? You either watch the Soviets plunge all the way back through here, or react to it, and I decided to react to it and come to their aid. Hello, Harry. Well, the war is lost the day you invade Poland, but that's another issue, because if any of these games are even halfway historically balanced, you lose as soon as you invade Poland, because that starts World War II and you lose. But yeah, no, a winter, well, a late fall invasion of the Soviet Union is not advisable. So, yeah, that is not an advisable thing. Oh, sucks really, really badly. Really, really badly. I'm now facing winter, heavy attrition, and we're all dying here. How many have I killed? Well, it looks like 500,000 of our people. I mean, you know, that's it. Oh yeah, no, this is it. Oh, I know. It's how many. That's how many we killed of German soldiers. We've killed 500,000 German soldiers. Britons are advancing. Yep, they are. I don't know if the forces we're moving up here will get there in time to change that outcome. Our pocket of British forces here will probably break out. Oh, you want to see the, what is it, casualties of, I'm not used to looking up stats. I really normally don't care about them. Here, army overview. Is this where we're looking? No. Oh, war tension, current wars. Oh, country. Okay. German, Soviet. I'm not sure exactly, because quite honestly, I don't normally pay attention to this stuff. I know some people really care about it, but I don't. Current wars, yes. Okay, current wars. Okay, here we go. German, Soviet, German, British war here. You can see here, Soviet Union, 400,000. 400,000 casualties for, well, for us, or I don't know, whatever, but yeah. If that means anything to you guys, I don't normally care about that stuff. Oh yeah, no, I knew this was a bad idea the moment that, oh, Iran's being invaded. Well, what do? Iran's joined the Axis, and it's being invaded by the Soviet Union, and it's calling its ally Germany to come into the war. What do I do at that moment? Go, no, you get to die, or do I go into the war? And so I decide, well, I might as well go into the war. Maybe, just maybe, I could plunge deep with the Soviets down here, and with them on a two-front war, maybe, just maybe, we could do something. No. That is not a good idea. So, yeah. Not a good idea. I don't know, guys. Do you want to see war plan? Do you want to see close combat? Want to see a different game? I want to thank everyone for watching. The live stream's going to continue, but I'm going to end the episode of Hearts of Iron here. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking. Sorry for all my rantiness, everybody, but it just, again, a mod that I love is just, in my opinion, off the rails on a few issues. And so because I care so much about it, I get really frustrated with it. So, I mean, it's because I care about it is why I'm frustrated with it. So, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking the videos if you would. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.